So this is your super big crash course in Competency Ed. The idea that it's a student's ability to transfer content and skills in and across areas. Wherever you go, I think the driving definition for competency education is this one right here by Chris Sturgis and Susan Patrick of INACO. In competency education schools, there is the ability for students to advance upon demonstrated mastery. That once you've learned it, you now can move on to the next thing or the next task. Competencies include explicit, measurable, transferable learning objectives that empower students. And all of our courses are built around course competencies. And that's what drives all of our courses. That's what drives all of our assessments. And assessments are meaningful. They're positive learning experiences for students. So we do a lot of work with performance assessments. Our students get timely, differentiated support based on their individual learning needs. And as you can imagine, there's an opportunity to use the TASC model to do this. And learning outcomes emphasize competencies that include application and creation of knowledge, as well as the development of important skills and dispositions. TASC calls them the 21st century skills. So, how do you create a model that allows you to look at the whole student? So driver's education is a great example of how competency education works. First and foremost, because you can get your license at any point, correct? Beyond a minimum age, obviously, but you can get your driver's license at any point. You can take the test as many times as you need to. The test itself, the life or death test, is the driving test, right? They're not going to give you that test unless they feel that you've demonstrated competency. And they have competencies like parking a car. That's a transferable skill that you have to be able to do in a variety of settings, right? And the way that our teachers assess parking a car is they have performance indicators for that. So they want to make sure that students know how to park the car perpendicularly. They want to make sure that you can park the car parallel. Park it in the city, park it at a shopping center. So performance indicators map back to competencies. You must demonstrate that you've mastered every competency at a certain level in order to receive credit for a course. So when we went school-wide with our focused learning time, we wanted a schedule that would give us more flexibility. We loved 60-minute periods, and we loved having that 40-minute focused learning time built in there. But we wanted our kids to continue to have 8 courses, like in a block schedule. So this was our result. We call our task period focused learning time. We went through a bunch of different names, and that one really stuck to us because we think that it kind of fit really what our purpose is. It's really focused learning time, FLT. It was really cool last year when we get to the end of the school year, and teams asked if FLT could be longer. As we got closer to the end of the year, they wanted bigger blocks of flexible time to have kids go into different places. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. We actually had FLT was what, 2 hours?
Yeah.
I believe the last 4 days of school, FLT became a 2-hour block of time, and kids, there were 2 different sessions, right, that they could sign up for. So, and we talked about doing that more often, because I mean, we could come to a point where most of our day could be this FLT time. I think if you're really going to go into the move when ready aspect of competency ed, that's where you're going to go. Time is not going to be what you're bound by. It's giving kids the options to be able to explore in the places they need to explore. So it's been a pretty cool journey.